1 year from now, you could be living a completely different life. Not because you got lucky, not because everything suddenly became easy, but because you finally made a decision. A decision that most people never make. The decision to stop being the person you've always been. Think about it. How many times you have told yourself that you're going to change? How many Mondays have come and gone? How many New Year's resolution has been forgotten? How many opportunities has slipped away because you weren't ready? Now imagine this. It's the end of 2026. You look in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back at you. You're stronger, more disciplined, more confident, more focused. Your habits are different. Your mindset is different. Your life is different. The question is simple. What needs to happen between now and then? Let's talk about it. The first step to becoming unrecognizable is accepting the truth that most people avoid. The life you have right now is largely the result of the choices you have made. Your habits, your routines, your mindset, your daily decisions. Many people spend years waiting for motivation. They wait until they feel inspired. They wait until the timing is perfect. They wait until life becomes easier. And while they're waiting, years pass. The people who transform their life don't wait. They start before they're ready. They take action while they're uncomfortable. They move forward even when they don't feel motivated. Because motivation comes and goes, discipline stays. If you want a different future, you must become a different person. And becoming a different person starts with changing what you do every day. Let me keep it real with you, bro. Nobody's coming to rescue you. A lot of people spend their time blaming their circumstances, blaming other people, blaming where they came from, blaming bad luck. But at some point, you gotta look in the mirror and say, all right, what am I going to do about it? That's where the real growth starts. Not when life gets easier, but when you decide that you're done making excuses. One of the most powerful things you can do in 2026 is disappear. Not forever, not because you're angry, not because you're giving up on people. Disappear from distractions. Disappear from wasting time. Disappear from habits that are keeping you stuck. Too many people are busy showing everyone what they're going to do, posting every goal, talking about every dream. Meanwhile, the truly successful people are quietly working. They don't need validation. They don't need attention. They don't need applause. They understand that the results speak louder than promises. Imagine spending 6 months focused on yourself, reading, learning, growing, healing, building. Imagine what could happen if you use that energy to improve your own life instead of proving something to everyone else. The glow up starts in private. The success becomes visible later. Real talk, bro. You don't need another vision board. You don't need another announcement on social media. You need work, quiet work, kind of work nobody claps for, the kind of work nobody sees, the kind of work that changes your life behind the scenes. Then one day people start asking what happened. That's when you know it's working. Many people are trying to grow in environments that keep pulling them backwards. The people around you matter. The content you consume matters. Conversation you have matters. The energy you allow in your life matters. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, drama, and distractions, growth becomes much harder. Take a look at your daily environment. What are you listening to? What are you watching every day? Is it helping you to become the person you want to be? Or is it keeping you exactly where you are? Sometimes transformation begins with changing your surroundings. Protect your mind, protect your focus, protect your future. And bro, let's be honest. If every conversation around you is gossip, complaining, and excuses, eventually that becomes your mindset too. You gotta be intentional about what enters your mind. Because what you hear every day eventually becomes what you believe. And what you believe eventually becomes how you live. Most people think success comes from one big moment. It doesn't. Success is usually built through hundreds of small decisions. Waking up when you said you would, keeping promises to yourself, going to the gym, taking the walk, reading the book, saving money, eating better, turning off distractions, doing the work. These actions may seem small, but over time they become your identity. Every day you either cast a vote for the person you want to become. The difference between average and extraordinary often comes down to consistency, not perfection. Consistency. A lot of people underestimate how powerful small wins are. They think if they can't change everything overnight, there's no point. And that's a lie. One workout matters. One chapter matters. One productive day matters. One disciplined decision matters. Stack enough of those together and your entire life will start looking different. One reason people become unrecognizable is because they're too worried about what everyone thinks. They're afraid of judgment, afraid of criticism, afraid of looking different, afraid of failing. But there's something important. People will judge you no matter what. They'll judge you if you stay the same. They'll judge you if you change. So why not change anyway? The people who built amazing lives eventually learn something powerful. You don't need permission to improve yourself. You don't need approval to chase your goals. You don't need everyone to understand your vision. Your future belongs to you, not to the opinion of strangers. Bro, people will laugh at you when you start. Some people will doubt you. Some people will act funny when you begin improving yourself. Don't let that stop you. Sometimes the people around you are comfortable with the old version of you. Growth makes people uncomfortable. Keep growing anyway. Transformation sounds exciting, but the reality is that some days will be difficult. Some mornings you won't feel motivated. Some nights you'll question yourself. You will have setbacks. You will make mistakes. You will face obstacles, and that's normal. Growth isn't supposed to feel comfortable all the time. The hard days are where most people quit, but they're also where real changes happen. Every time you keep going, when you feel like stopping, you're building strength. Every time you stay disciplined, when it's difficult, you're becoming someone new. Every challenge is an opportunity to be stronger than you were yesterday. Listen, bro, the days that change your life usually aren't the easy ones. There are days when you're tired, the days when nobody believes in you, the day when progress feels slow, days when quitting sounds easier. Those are the days that build character. Those are the days that separates people who dream from people who achieve. Here's something that most people never realize. Your life changes when your identity changes. If you still see yourself as lazy, you'll act lazy. If you still see yourself as undisciplined, you'll act undisciplined. If you still see yourself as someone who never finishes what they start, you'll keep repeating the pattern. You have to start seeing yourself differently, not based on where you are today, based on who you're becoming. Start carrying yourself differently. Start speaking differently. Ask yourself, what would the strongest version of me do right now? Then do that again and again until it becomes who you are. A lot of people want the results. They want the money. They want the confidence. They want the physique, the success, but they don't love the process. And that's the problem, because results come from after the work, not before it. You have to learn how to enjoy becoming, enjoy improving, enjoy learning, enjoy growing, enjoy showing up. Because if you're only happy when you reach the destination, you'll spend most of your life frustrated. The process is where your life is actually happening. Learn to appreciate it. So here's my challenge to you. Make 2026 the year you become unrecognizable. Not for revenge, not to prove people wrong, not for attention. Do it for yourself. Become healthier, become stronger, become wiser, become more disciplined, become more confident, become someone who keeps their word. Think about that for a second, bro. 12 months from now, 365 days from now, the version of you that exists then is being created by the choices you make today. Every workout, every book, every disciplined decision, every sacrifice, every moment you choose growth over comfort. It all adds up. The clock is moving whether you act or not. The days are passing whether you change or not. The choice is yours. Will you stay the same, or will you become unrecognizable in 2026? If you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself, start today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Because your future is being built by what you do right now.